From the north, this is Granada. The time now is 5 to 6.
The Independent Television Authority has awarded programme contracts which will run for 6 years up to 1974. Here's Reginald Bosanquet.
The main changes are that from July 1968 there'll be 3 new independent television companies. One of the existing companies will be dropped, and 2 of the largest companies have been asked to merge. First, the new companies. Yorkshire, previously half of Granada's area, now becomes a region on its own and goes to Telefusion Yorkshire, who will operate 7 days a week under the name of Yorkshire Television Network. But the Yorkshire Post and other local interests from a rival group will be given a share of the new company. Sir Richard Graham, a former High Sheriff of Yorkshire, is the chairman. Ward Thomas of Grampian Television is managing director. Alan Wicker is among their creative talent. Wales. Another big change in Wales and the West. The present company, TWW, does not have its contract renewed. Instead, the authority has accepted the bid of a consortium headed by Lord Harlech. It will provide television for the area 7 days a week. But TWW can buy 40% of the new company's shares if it wants to. Lord Harlech is chairman of the new company. Winford Vaughan Thomas, formerly a BBC commentator, is director of programmes, and Richard Burton is on the board. For London and the home counties, there are 2 major changes. The London Television Consortium, a new group, will provide weekend programmes. Aidan Crawley MP is chairman. Michael Peacock, who resigned recently from the BBC, becomes managing director. And David Frost is a prime mover, though he will not sit on the board. For the weekday contract in London, the authority proposes a merger between ABC Television, who at the moment have the weekend contract for the Midlands and the North, and Rediffusion, who run London weekdays for the last 12 years. Both companies are now considering the merger plan. In the Midlands, the 7-day contract goes to ATV, who up to now run programmes from Monday to Friday. But, as a condition of renewal, they are required to strengthen their operation and local ties in the Midlands. Likewise in Lancashire, Granada, who get the 7-day contract, are required to appoint 2 local directors. Central Scotland is the only other area where the authority has ordered a change. Lord Thompson's company, Scottish Television, has its contract renewed, but on condition that the Thompson shareholding of 55% is cut back to 25%, and the shares disposed of as widely as possible to Scottish shareholders. All other companies' contracts are renewed. From north to south, Grampian, Border Television, Tyne-Tees Television, Anglia, Southern, Channel Television, Westwood Television, and finally Ulster Television. They all have their contracts renewed. So the only company to lose a contract outright is TWW. And this afternoon I asked their chairman, Lord Derby, if the authority had ever criticised the company's performance in the past.
Oh yes, there have been minor criticisms, but there's been nothing of a nature that would suggest we might lose our licence at all. In fact, there's been no serious criticism.
There's no appeal, is there? So what are you going to do now?
Well, the board met this morning, and we intend to go on serving the area till July of next year, as conscientiously as I hope we have done in the past.
Why then did TWW lose the licence? I asked Lord Hill, chairman of the authority, about it.
We told them, we questioned them, we formed a judgment of their performance. We have an advisory committee in Wales, we have many sources as well as our own judgment. We saw the competitor, and we decided that the competitor was more likely to produce better television. Therefore we chose the competitor. It wasn't that we thought TWW was defective or inadequate. It was a judgment between the 2 applicants, and we chose the one that we thought would produce livelier, more imaginative television, which would have firmer, stronger roots in the areas that it serves.
News of the changes brought some feverish activity on the stock exchange. TWW's shares fell the hardest, with £3 million wiped off their value, a loss of 9 9 pence a share. Both Rediffusion and ABPC, the parent company of ABC, with whom the authority are proposing to merge Rediffusion, also showed losses. But after some uncertain movements, other ITV shares steadied and showed a net gain by the end of the day.